24th of July, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua. I misplaced my chumash, so I'm going to go find it. Rabbi Moore should be here in a second.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, I found it.
excellent.
Okay. Now, Masei is a Parsha. I'm not sure I've learned with you, Bechlal, because it's not quite uncommon to be separate. Okay, but at least the beginning of the Parsha there's not much here, and we'll see. Okay, Meir, would you like to begin, please?
Okay.
Chapter Lamed Gimel, Parshas Masei.
Okay, it says, Ela Masei b'nei Yisrael asher yatzu me'eretz Mitzrayim l'tzivotam yad Moshe v'Aharon. Okay, so these were the journeys, I guess, of the children of Israel when they went out from land of Egypt, according to their
Groups, let's see what some by their groups.
Groups under the hand of Moshe and Aharon. Okay. So Rashi.
Yeah, then if they were done through, or should we say rather better under the hand, maybe it is okay to say through the hand, which means through. Let me see how I translated it. Yad Moshe and Aaron.
Could it be by the hand?
By the hand of Moshe and Aaron, which means under their control, under their, you could just say under the hand as well. Just 1 second. Under the direction of Moshe and Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, now it's interesting. Eilem Masei b'nei Yisrael. We'll see. Masa is a place where they stopped.
Oh.
These are the stopping places.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so
Let's see Rashi. It's quite a long Rashi here.
okay, Ela Masei. You could say these are the stopping places.
Right.
Lama nichtavu amasaot halalu. Okay, so why are these stopping places written here, I guess?
Right. Why are they written? I mean, so it's not a storybook.
Okay. L'hodia chasadav shel makom. Oh, okay. To make known that the kindness of Hashem.
Right.
Okay. She'af al pi shegazar alehem. Okay, so although I guess he decreed on them, on Israel.
V'taltalam ulaniyam bamidbar, to how would you say? Yeah, to move them around. The taltalam means to move them around and to have them wander in the desert.
Oh, okay. Wander in the desert. Lo tomar, you shouldn't say. She hayu naim mitul talim.
They were wandering and being moved around, mimasa lamasa, from place to place. Kol arba'im shana, the entire 40 years.
Okay. V'lo hayta lahem menucha, they did not have rest.
Right.
Okay. Shehare ein kan ela arba'im ushtayim masaot. Let's see, Share.
Which means, behold.
Okay, behold.
I would put it here. For here, there's only 42 journeys or stopping places mentioned here. Only 42 stopping places mentioned here. Okay.
Okay. Then it says, say mehem arba es ray.
Yeah. Arba'a asa shekulam hayu b'shana rishona kaidem gzeira. Okay. Exclude from them.
Okay. 14.
14.
Okay.
Shekulam hayu b'shana rishona. They were all in the first year. Kaidem gzeira, before the decree that they had to stay 40 years in the desert.
Oh, so they stopped 14 times. Wow.
So there was ready, they went to 14 different places in the first year. Well, it's not, it was pretty much, I mean, for nearly a year they were at Har Sinai. So from Pesach till Rosh Chodesh Sivan, which was a month and a half, they traveled a number of places, as we're going to see over here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see later. Pasuk 15. One second. They've got Yachanu B'Sukkos. Right, they were in Ramses. Everybody gathered together at Ramses and then stopped at Sukkos, Asom, Piachiros, for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Har Sinai was the 11th stopping place, the 11th place where they encamped. So Rashi could have even said that, and that was done in 2 months. No, 6 weeks rather. We traveled 11 places in 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but anyway, Rashi says they were from Har Sinai, Kibbutz Hatayva, Chatzeros, Risma. Right, so Rashi says Risma because of the Meraglim. So it's another 3 places from 20th of Iyar till From Risma, they told Risma, it's another 3 places. That wasn't such a major thing. They traveled from the 20th of Iyar till the 29th of Sivan, which was 39 days. 39 days, they traveled to 3 places. It wasn't that such a major event. Okay, anyway. Al-Kopon Rashi says, in all those things, says, so deduct from them 14. Say mehem arba, sedafim vim shekulam hayu b'shana rishona kodem gzeira. Mishenasu ad shebo leRisma. From they traveled from Rams till they came to Risma. Okay, Shemisham Nishtalcha Meraglim. That's where the Meraglim was sent from.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it says before that they traveled from Chatzeros and they camped in the wilderness of Para. And then it says Shlach Lecha Anoshim. Okay, so there was 14 before. So from 42, we're deducting 14, we're left with 28. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Rashi says proves that this was Vakan Huaima, here it says Vayisu me Chatzeros. They travel from Chatzeros. Vayachanu beRisma, and they encamped at Risma. So you see, Risma and the place where they sent the Meraglim was one and the same place. Lomadata shehi b'midbar Param, that Risma was in the wilderness of Param. Okay, so now we're down to 28. 42 less 14, down to 28. Va'oid, carry on here, you with me?
Okay, the Od, Hotzei Misham, and from there you take.
Deduct.
Okay, Shmona, Masaot, 8 encampment,
8 stopping places.
stopping places.
V'hayu la'acha misas Aaron, which came after the death of Aaron. Har ha ad arvois Moav, from the Har till the plains of Moav, Bishnas Haraboim, in the 40th year.
In the 40th year, okay.
Nimtza shekol shmoino shloishim shana, all the entire 38 years, lo nasu elo esrim masois. They only traveled 20 different places in the entire 40 years, which is not a major amount. In fact, Chazal say that half the time of the 38 years was spent in Kodesh Barnea, to learn out from the Pasuk in Parsha's Dvarim. Says that you were in Kodesh Barnea, but Yomim Asher Yeshavtem, the days in which he dwelt there, which is a superfluous Pasuk. So which Chazal explained, that means you stayed in Kodesh Barnea the same amount of time as equivalent to the time you stayed in all other places. So which Chazal say means 19 years, because the actual movement around during the actual, how should we say it, the Gzeira, the decree upon them to have to stay in the wilderness was really to stay an extra 38 years. Okay?
Okay. Let's see.
You have that?
Yes, Zeh Misodo Shel Rabbi Moshe Hadarshan. So this is from Rabbi Moshe Hadarshan.
So Yesoida means Rabbi Moshe Hadarshan was actually one of the, I think, the rabbis of Rashi. He certainly was from the previous generation. He wrote a grammatical compendium called HaYesoid.
Oh.
This is the way it says. Yesoida means this is from the Yesoid of Rabbi Moshe Hadarshan. That was the work which he compiled. Okay?
Okay.
So according to this, the whole idea of mentioning all these 42 stopping places, all these places where they encamped, the 42 places to tell you we should be grateful to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that even though HaKadosh Baruch Hu made the Jewish people remain in the desert for an extra 38 years, but the Masei, they had it relatively easy. That during those 38 years, they only moved around 20 times. Yeah, that's Rashi's first chart.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. V'Rabbi Tanchuma darash bo darasha acheret. So, and Rabbi Tanchuma explained another way, I guess.
Way of expounding the passage, another way of explaining.
Okay.
Parsha lemelech.
Okay. Mashal Melech Shehaya b'nochole the holy cho l'makom rachok l'rapoto.
Apoto, yeah.
King
He
had
took his son who was sick, and he traveled with him to a distant place, the Rapoisoi, to have him healed.
Okay. Kevan Shahayu Chosrin Yitchila Vimoneh Kol Hamasaot Kol
When
Hamasaot.
he came back, on the way back, the father started enumerating all the different places where they stopped. Amalo, he said to him,
Okay. Kan Yashanu, Kan Hukarnu, Kan Hashashta et Roshecha v'chuhu.
okay. So what it means is, Kan Yashananu means here we slept.
Okay.
Kan Hukarnu, here we felt cold. Kan Hashashta Roshka, here you had a headache, didn't feel good. So he went through all the things that. So according to the second shot, then each place where Klal Yisrael is mentioned over here, l'chayra, should be significant to something that must have occurred there, which Baruch Baruch was reminding the Jewish people that see how what kindness I did for you. That here one thing happened here, another thing happened. Baruch Baruch saved Klal Yisrael from all their troubles. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Right. Okay, Lou, let's go on. Pasuk base.
Vayichtov Moshe es Motzaehem L'Maseihem al pi Hashem Ve'ela Maseihem L'Motzaehem.
Okay.
So Moshe wrote the goings forth according to their journeys at the bidding of Hashem, and these were their journeys according to their goings forth.
Okay. Can you explain to me what you just translated?
Okay, Moses wrote about where they went as Hashem had commanded.
Okay, so what's the double expression? Moitzoehem lemaseihem.
Moses wrote about their going, about where they went according to Hashem, and this is where they went.
Yeah, so you've got a double. The Pasuk uses two expressions, Moitzoehem and Maseihem. So I explained it as follows. I can't remember, I don't have it written down over here according to whose explanation, but I'll have to check it out. Moshe wrote down how they proceeded, that's Moitzoehem, how they proceeded, according to their stopping places under the Eternal's instructions. Meaning, wherever they were told to stop, the Pasuk's telling you if it was Al Pi Hashem. Okay, we should know that it was where they were told to stop wasn't arbitrary, wasn't Moshe Rabbeinu's decision. It was Akash Baruch Hu's decision. Akash Baruch Hu, through the pillar of cloud and the pillar of fire, he indicated to the Jewish people, you've got to stop here. Okay? Ve'ele Masei, and these are what's going to be mentioned further. These are the stopping places. Lemoitzo Ayem, according to how they proceeded. Now, why the second part of the pasuk has to be mentioned as well, I'm not sure.
And why does it reverse the order?
Right, that's also a point. The Mefarshim definitely dwell on this. If you hold on 1 second, just going to check out something. So I've written over in my notes here, just very short notes. It's based on the Ibn Ezra. I have two things, I have to check it up exactly. The Mefarshim do dwell on the fact why the order changed around. Okay, I thought I had a more elaborate note over here. Okay, let's continue for the moment. Anyway, by Yisume Ramses, Pasuk Gimel.
Okay, Gimel. Vayisu me Ramses ba Chodesh Harishon ba Chamisha Asar Yom LaChodesh Harishon mi Macharas HaPesach Yotz U B'nei Yisrael biyad Ramah le'enei kol Mitzrayim. So let's see. It means they journeyed from Ramses in the first of the month. On the 15th day of the month, of the first month, on the day after the Pesach offering.
Very good.
The children of Israel went forth
Went out.
with an upraised hand.
That's a literal translation. Okay.
Before the eyes of all the Egyptians.
Very good. So what does Biyad Roma mean? So
boldly. They boldly went.
Yeah, just boldly with
Forth.
With exalted power. Because Rashi mentions this. This term Biyad Rama is mentioned in Parshas Beshalach, where Rashi says it means the Russian there.
What does Rama mean literally?
High. High is on an elevated level.
I see.
I mean,
Like Romamu.
what?
Like when we say Romamu.
Right. We are saying this in the Shira. Sus v'roich v'roma vayom. Through Kosh Baruch Hu threw them, tossed them up, and then they came hurtling down. The horseman and the horse and the rider. Okay, so here Yad Rama, Rashi says that mentions it in Parshas Bashalach. So that's why I translate with exalted power. Means everybody was afraid of them. They were like on a high pedestal as far as their position of honor and power was concerned. Okay. For the eyes of all the Egyptians, means the Egyptians witnessed the Jewish people going out. They didn't do it, by the stealth of night. They came out by day. It's a massive parade. Guys, we're going out. Right, they had the whole Jewish band playing. Okay, and everybody came out, and the Egyptians could do absolutely nothing. They saw it all happening, and they just couldn't do a thing. That's the idea behind it. Okay, we do one more pasuk, a short pasuk, pasuk Daled.
Umitzrayim mikabrim ace asher hikah Hashem bahem kol bechor uve lo kehem.
Because we're referring to the idols.
Oh, it's their false gods.
Right.
Asa Hashem shifatim. Okay, so and the Egyptians were burying those among them that Hashem had struck. Every firstborn and their gods, Hashem inflicted punishments. Shifatim is punishments, correct?
Yeah, judgments.
Oh, like mishpat.
Right. Okay, just a short Rashi and we'll stop here. Umitzrayim mekabrim.
The Egyptians were burying terudim be'evlam. They were preoccupied with their mourning.
Right. Later, they didn't have time, even though the Jewish people were going out right under their noses. They were so busy with burying their dead that they didn't have time to concern themselves with the fact the Jews were leaving.
Right.
Also part of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's chesed to the Jewish people that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would have had to make a bigger nace had the Egyptians been more preoccupied. In other words, had they not been so preoccupied with their own troubles, then they might have made more of a fuss. So this way, HaKadosh Baruch Hu minimized the fact that the Egyptians would have tried to stop the Jewish people leaving. Okay, we'll stop here.
Thank you, Rabbi. Sorry it was late.
Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow will be earlier. There's Hashem. Have a great day.
Okay, be well.
Go to.
Go to.